For over 2 decades, John Cena has been the living embodiment of WWE. The doctor of Thuganomics, the never-give-up underdog, the 16-time world champion. His career has been nothing short of legendary. But now, in 2025, the unthinkable is happening. John Cena is stepping away from in-ring competition for good. This isn't just another retirement, this is the end of an era. Cena's farewell tour is shaping up to be one of the most significant moments in modern wrestling history, packed with drama, legacy-defining matches, and the ultimate question: will he surpass Ric Flair's iconic 16 world title record before he rides off into the Hollywood sunset? But there's so much more to unpack here. How will WWE balance honoring Cena's legacy while building its future stars? What will his final WrestleMania match look like? And what does this mean for the next generation of WWE superstars? Buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into John Cena's retirement tour and what it means for the wrestling world. Let's start with the biggest question on everyone's mind. Will John Cena break Ric Flair's 16 World Championship record? Right now, they're tied at 16, a number that's become sacred in wrestling lore. But here's why this potential 17th title is different from any other. First, consider the timing. Cena's career has been winding down for years as he transitioned to Hollywood, but he's made it clear he wants that 17th title before he retires. And WWE seems to be setting it up perfectly. His shocking heel turn at Elimination Chamber, where he aligned with The Rock to attack. But here's where it gets interesting. Ric Flair himself has been vocal about this. While he's admitted Cena deserves the record, he originally hoped his daughter Charlotte would be the one to break it first. That adds another layer of drama. Could we see Charlotte and Cena in a race to 17? And let's talk about how WWE might book this. If Cena wins the title at WrestleMania, does he hold it long-term? Or is it a short reign designed to put over someone new? Imagine this. Cena wins the title, then immediately announces an open challenge for the next PPV, where a rising star like Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes gets the rub of defeating a 17-time champion. That's the kind of moment that could define the next era of WWE. WrestleMania has always been Cena's stage. From his debut against Kurt Angle to his iconic matches against The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker, Cena has delivered some of the most memorable Mania moments in history. Now, WrestleMania 41 is set to be his last, and it's shaping up to be an all-timer. The current plan seems to be Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. But this isn't just any match. It's a clash of generations. Rhodes, the current face of WWE, against Cena, the man who carried the company for over a decade. And with Cena now a heel, the storytelling possibilities are endless. Let's break down 3 potential scenarios. First, we might see a redemption story where Cena wins the title, finally breaking Flair's record, only to show respect to Rhodes with a handshake or hug, passing the torch in a heartfelt moment. Alternatively, WWE could go for the ultimate heel move. Cena cheats to win, possibly with The Rock's help, then cuts a vicious promo about how fans never appreciated him, holding the title hostage until a rising star steps up to challenge him. Or, in a surprise swerve, Cena loses at WrestleMania, making his real final match at SummerSlam against someone like Gunther or LA Knight, putting over a new star on his way out. Each path would shape Cena's legacy differently, but all would make for must-see TV. And let's not forget the potential for surprises. Could we see a returning legend like Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Undertaker get involved? Maybe a post-match tribute with Cena's past rivals coming to the ring to say goodbye? WrestleMania is the place for unforgettable moments, and Cena's last match will be no exception. Cena's retirement isn't just about him, it's about what comes next. For years, WWE has relied on part-time legends to boost ratings. But now, with Cena leaving, the company is at a crossroads. How do you replace someone who's been the face of WWE for over 20 years? The answer: you don't. Instead, you build multiple new stars. And that's exactly what WWE is doing. Look at the current roster. Cody Rhodes is already the top guy, but behind him, there's a wave of talent ready to step up. Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Tiffany Stratton, and Gunther are all being positioned as the next generation of main eventers. And Cena's retirement tour is the perfect opportunity to give them the rub. Imagine Cena facing Breaker on Raw, putting him over clean in a 15-minute classic. Or a surprise match against Ilya Dragunov at a European PPV, showcasing the brutality that made Dragunov a star in NXT. These are the moments that can define careers. But it's not just about the men. The women's division is thriving, and Cena could play a role there too. What if he manages a rising star like Roxanne Perez or Lyra Valkyria for a few months, giving them the spotlight? Or even a mixed tag match with Charlotte Flair against Andrade and Bianca Belair. The possibilities are endless. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, The Rock. With Cena leaving, The Rock's part-time role becomes even more important. Could we see a final tag team run between them? Or maybe one last singles match at Survivor Series? The Rock vs. Cena 3, this time with Cena as the heel, would be box office gold. No matter how it happens, Cena's final match will be one of the most emotional moments in wrestling history. Think about it. The man who carried WWE through the ruthless aggression and PG eras, who main evented countless WrestleManias, who became a global icon beyond wrestling. This is the end. So where does it happen? Cena has said in interviews that he'd love to retire at London's O2 Arena, a venue that holds special meaning for him. But WWE might have other plans. Maybe it's Madison Square Garden, where so many legends have said goodbye. Or perhaps it's at WrestleMania itself in front of 80,000 fans. And who does he face? It could be Cody Rhodes. It could be The Rock. But my money is on a younger star, someone who represents the future. Picture this: Cena versus Braun Breaker. 30 minutes, no gimmicks, just wrestling. Breaker hits the spear, 1, 2, 3, and Cena's career is over. The crowd is in tears. Cena gets on the mic, says his famous "never give up" line one last time, and leaves his armband in the ring. But it's not just about the match. It's about the aftermath, the tributes, the video packages, the Hall of Fame induction. Cena's retirement will be a weeks-long celebration of his career, and rightfully so. John Cena's retirement tour is more than just a farewell, it's a transition. The end of one era and the beginning of another. Whether he breaks Flair's record, headlines WrestleMania one last time, or puts over the next big star, his impact on WWE will be felt for decades. So what do you think? Will Cena get that 17th title? Who should his final match be against? And how should WWE honor his legacy? Drop your predictions below. And if you want more